Hey, dog. Oh, like you dance on air on it, boy, eh? Right, I'm going to leave you again, and we're going out to see the last field. Well, welcome back to Blickling. Since you were last with me, I've seeded all the fields except one. That's field 2, which we're now making our way towards. Animals been taken care of, or they're in reasonable condition. Once we've got this field set, I will then have to call on the transport to take the sheep away. Now, I've been thinking about how we're going to do it. Now, I'm going to have to get Stu, and I think it'd be Stu, to go into one of the meadows near the Blickling wood. As you know, we are not allowed to put lorries through the wood on the pathways through the wood. It's something that Blickling, the keepers of Blickling wood don't want, so which is a national trust. So we will have to abide by it. They're allowed track to step through, so I shall have to borrow a dolly. That should be fun, driving somewhere with a dolly, and take the trailer away from Stu and move it across as he there to move it into the farm. God, I wish I could speak. There we are. So I left the tractor out here, hoping that no one would nick it. Now I'm going to do a headland, I think, over end, and probably 2 over end. Now this should be barley. I'm going to double check because I don't want to do something more stupid than normal. We haven't got barley anywhere. That's rye, rape, oats, and wheat. Yeah, this one's a barley field, right? Now let's just get this thing into position. Let's unfold it. Oh, wrong one. I'm going to do the first bit out of cab, and then I'm going to get into cab and finish it off. Well, that's my plan anyway. But then again, because I can't drive to save my life, so I'm going to take it over to the other side and see if we can get down there better from this way. In fact, we will start doing it here. I'm going to get in the cab now, because that isn't going to make much difference. I shall probably have to do 2 over end. As you know, this is not a straight field. Well, none of our fields are straight. We've got one straight edge and one very crooked edge. I want to start from this side if I can, doing the ups and downs. I think we've got it all. Lift. And go into reverse, why don't you? Just try that. You find it works a lot better. Now, can we turn this now? Not like that, we can't. That's better. Right, we'll worry about tidying the other end up once we're done. Oops, don't want that. No, are we in the right place? Roughly, very roughly. Now we missed a whole load here, but we'll see what we can do now. This is all we've really got to do. But now I think it's going to be mid-spring, which will be the next next period when we actually start moving the oh, you know what I haven't got in there? I haven't got four-wheel. Oh, hold on. That's better. No, I did have them all on. My mistake. It's heavy going, it's quite heavy soil here, and we're due for some rain soon. I'd rather not to move the sheep in the rain. Not that the sheep will get wet, but it's going to be bad going through the wood. No, we'll try and just get this edge. I'm not too worried about. I can catch that at the end. I just want to finish off along this edge here. I think we can drop it there and pull it in nice and tight. Let's have a look, see what it looks like. It doesn't look too bad actually. Again, if I miss some, I miss some. No, we should have it all, I hope. Yeah. Well, I'm going to do one freehand down this side, and I may just bring GPS in just for ease. This new seeder has saved me a lot of time. I've got the fields done a lot quicker than I did the previous year with the 6 metre. Surprising, even though this is slower to use, it's surprising the difference those extra 3 metres make. Oh, as my wife used to tell me, those extra inches would be handy, but that's something else entirely. We have got one little thing coming up during the summer. The local store, vehicle shop, has actually got a hold for a limited period, not for selling or buying, by the way, just to show off some of the legendary Big Bud equipment. I think they've got a Big Bud, the Big Bud, and a Little Bud. They're on tour at the moment, and they got them during the summer. So we might probably pop along and have a look at them. So I'm getting down on juice on this one. I hope I've got enough to finish off. One thing you tend to forget about on this, that you are going to be using a lot of juice. In fact, I think I've got enough run off this side to not bother with a headland at this end. Yeah, I think we can get away with it. No, I need to. Yeah, I will use GPS because it's simpler for me. You know, I'm a poor old fool. I can't manage without. No, I've got quite a bit of an overlap on this first bit. I think we'll leave it there. And away we go. Yes, this is the life. We can do this without having to worry. That'll be a funny shape the other end, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. Just gone out of power range. We are struggling there. Let's just. That's better. I think this wants a good service. Or it wants a bad service, it just wants a service. I had one not so long ago, but things seem to be breaking a bit in it. Oh yes, we're miles out here. I'm going to come down, I think, the other side and just try and level this off. The trouble you try and do this without a straight edge. everything tends to go haywire. So we bring it round to here, and we will try and level it off this side. We got that miles out. Well, that may be a little bit better. It might just level it off a little bit. So we try it there. It's suck and see time, folks. Now, I'm not so worried about running this side, because if you look at the shape of the field, it's very narrow at the end we're going towards. So I'm hoping I compensated correctly for it, and I very much doubt if I have. Right. We're done there. We're now come back and get the second one done, which will be here where this line is, as we've gone round one. And I bet we'll be miles out when we get to the other end. Yeah, we will be. I think actually we're going to do this freehand. It's going to be quicker in the long run. Yeah, I bet that's what you're telling me to do anyway. Do it freehand. What are you, man or mouse? To which I answer, eat, and where's the cheese? Right, so it should be in okay. It looks fine. It won't take long to do this one. It's a nice. It's about our smallest field, and I do need to buy some more fields this year, because we shouldn't have too much to spend the money on. We won't want a load of new equipment. So I think this year, or once we get this year's crop sold, it will be looking seriously at a new field. And you can see we're minus nearest down at £700, you know, on our day-to-day costs. But we soon make that up. Greenhouses are more than make up for that alone. Now this is where I'd normally, if I was using GPS, I'd actually go over and start doing alternate rows, but as we haven't got GPS in, I decided freehand I can't do that. But there, you're seeing me work for once, instead of leaving it all to the AI help. I'm going to come out of the character now. I'm going to come out for a little while. I'm toying with a new series to take the place of 24-day seasons, which is grinding towards the end. I shan't be doing much during the winter. I shall be missing out 8-10 days at a time, because only once I've got the last crop harvested, there's only going to be selling to do and looking after the animals, and you've seen that so often. I may well just sell the crops and call it a day. But I've got an idea for a new series to take us through to FS19. It's going to be based on a new map by my good friend and good friend of the channel, Darren Castle. He has made his own map, which I was lucky enough to bill out to have an early copy of. It should be out, Well, it will be out by the time you see this. It's Willow River Farm. It's an excellent large field map based on Goldcrest, but it's one of the best Goldcrest edits I've seen. Not that I looked at that many, to be honest, but I tended to stay away from them. This one is far different from the Goldcrest. Big fields, very difficult terrain to work on, built around a real life area around where Darren lives. And you can see one or two of us have our names on different locations. I, for example, apparently I'm now the owner of a big warehouse and grain trading facility. Perhaps I can give me some better prices. Farmer Klein's got a fresh vegetable store there, a sell point there. There's one or two others. There's also the museum. Now, I would get the map if for no other reason. Have a look around the museum and see if you can guess where it's based on. If you've already seen my video, you will know exactly where it's based on. And if you've seen Farmer Klein's, you will know where it's based on. But if you haven't seen either of those, have a look and see if you can guess where it's based. Anyway, it was out with the advert done for Darren's thing, and the map is available on PCSG. If you get it from anywhere else, don't expect anybody to give you support. It'll be fully supported on PCSG, but not if you download it from some other site which shouldn't have it. You've been warned. We're friendly at PCSG. No cost involved. All we ask is you sign up to us before you download anything. I missed a bit there. And I don't think signing up to one of the best simulation sites around is any hardship. And we just ask too that you knock your ad blocker off. We don't have that many adverts. It's one of the few places I knock my ad blocker off. I also knocked off for PCS, for YouTube, and actually FSUK, who although we're in competition, we're not deadly rivals. And you can be certain that it's on our fast servers, our own servers, no viruses included, no dodgy links. Right, anyway, advert over. Let's get back to what we're doing here, and we'll see how far we got. Oh, we're well on the way. Actually, if I was to come further on, yeah, I'm way out. I think I'm going to do some of this outside cab so I can actually get a bit closer to the line. And of course, I come outside cab and we lose all the noise reduction being in the cab. I shall have to remember that when I come to edit this one. Well, we just do a little bit of work out of cab. I know I mainly work in cab, but I find it easier to drive. But out of cab, I'll give you a treat, because what I'm thinking of doing, we'll get back to Willow Farm. I will tell you what I'm thinking of doing. I'm thinking of working the farm at the museum, and the rest of it been done on AI. It won't be serious if you hate seeing people use AI, I will tell you that now. But if you like, just lift that. But if you like watching old equipment being used, no, just not my oh dear, I'm making a real mess of this. I'm going to have to go back to the cab because I'm making such a mess of it. I'm going to have to go down that side again. we're actually now a better part of the field, as you see. This, as I have mentioned before, Norfolk isn't as flat as people think. Noel Coward may have said very flat Norfolk, but I don't know if he ever spent much time in Norfolk. Yes, we have no hills. That is true. We don't have mountains. But we do have a lot of undulating ground. In fact, in the early days of railways, the Great Eastern Fleet was meant to be the hardest working engines a lot, because we didn't have hills and mountains. We tended not to build viaducts and cuttings. We just drove them above ground all the way, which meant our engines were going up and down a lot more than it's in some places. Yeah, a little bit of knowledge you didn't want to know. Well, I think I better do that little bit there before I forget it. Let's just come straight down and see if I can catch this bit out where we missed. Oh dear, we did make a real hash of that, did we? Oh, right. Again, like most things, I'm not too, I keep saying I'm not too worried if I miss some. But we should be catching this bit now and just... And then fertiliser's getting down a bit, but that's because they're applying fertiliser even when it don't want any. So we just lift it now, get back to the end, and then go another plane over. It's the thing I really like about this map, is the sound effects. Wherever you are, there's bird song. I don't know, I thought I missed a bit here. Let's just... Shouldn't really do this, shouldn't be driving over to quite this extent. Oh, you might have noticed too, as I'm thinking about it, about sounds, that sound quality and volumes have been jumping about quite a bit just lately on videos. That's because I got fed up with the Realtek sound drivers and the onboard sound kept crashing my PC for some reason. So I decided to get rid of them. I put a Sound Blaster on. I'm still playing with the settings on it. A cheap Sound Blaster card. And boy, they had trouble to get rid of those Realtek drivers. Oh, it kept Windows, because as part of the motherboard, the Windows kept trying to reinstall that flaming things. But touch wood, I was getting, well, tell you what was happening, almost every day I was getting a crash when I was playing a game, and it's not all to do with sound. I'm going to come up this side, I know. So I've invested in the Sound Blaster, and since then, and it's been in, as I'm recording, it's just over a month, and I've had 2 crashes in that time. Now I pushed my PC to the limit. It's not the world's quickest, but it is pushed to the limit all the time. Anybody who makes videos will know how much pressure rendering a video puts under the components in a PC. Your CPU and your graphics card, because I use the graphics card as extra processing power whilst I'm rendering, I take a fair hammering. But since I put the Sound Blaster in, I think 3 crashes. And that's so much better than, at the worst of it, would have been 3 in one night. I know, I'll come right up here as far as we can. To almost hitting the hedge. Turn, 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 turn. Oh, we're just about the end now. So I'm going to start my wind down. I'll start on a couple of laps. We've got a couple of laps to do as yet, but I think it might be time to think seriously about I'll go straight there, I think. That. Then we get back in the cab and bring everything back up again. That's it. We're back. Must have me a thumbnail. I'm getting quite good at that. I'm getting so good at it. I keep forgetting I don't need them for the 24-day season series, because I use the same one for all of them for that. But I keep forgetting that and keep taking screenshots. I know some people like to keep screenshots of everything they've done. I don't bother. I just have them for what I actually need. Even with 1, 2, 3, 4, I think that's 5 hard drives. No, sorry, 7 hard drives connected to this PC. That doesn't help it from crashing, of course, either. I still keep running out of space. I have 4 inside the PC. No, sorry, 6 hard drives. 4 inside and 2 externals. And so the poor little beast does get worked hard. Well, I think we're getting there now. I think one more full length run. I think on the way back we will do our wind down. The fertiliser should just about last out. Seed, I knew we were good on seed. Buoy, of course, because it can calculate how much seed you're going to want, and it isn't far out normally. We're just about done the last full length, so thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. If you're not subscribed, for some strange reason I happen to like the way I do things. Yeah, it's a mess. Plus it makes you feel better about yourself. You know, that you're not the only one making a mess. Now I'm just going to come down here and just do this edge whilst I'm thinking about it. Again, if I don't do it now, I will remember it just when I'm about to harvest. And it's a bit late then. That should be every bit covered down here. Well, it's near enough every bit covered, right? I'm not looking behind deliberately when I'm doing those tight turns. I don't want to know how close to the fence I am. Yeah, so how far we get? Oh yeah, if you're not a subscriber, feel free to subscribe. Always happy to have you aboard. We're quite a happy little bunch here. Not my gang, but the gang. If you've got any comments, questions, queries, suggestions even, remember any equipment you suggest will have to already have the XML for more realistic. I'm not going to go ahead and convert any myself. I'm too damn lazy and busy. Feel free to comment whatever you want. I read everyone. I try and reply to everyone. If I ever got 1 million subscribers who were watching every video, I doubt I'd reply to everyone then. It is a matter of scale. I can understand why some of the big boys don't, because there's just too many to do. Oh, what's that? Just wind this up. I think it's here. Actually, no, we don't want. Well, as it'll start growing, yeah, I think we'd be alright just for running over the edge of this. Yes, we'll try to get. Oh, yes, so feel free to write whatever you wish down there within reason. Just no flaming, no racism, no sexism. Just play nice, basically. And with that, it's Merman's about to trample all the crops in this field and getting caught under a tree. Oh no, sorry, on the edge of a hedge. Oh, it's times like this I wish I'd ended this a little bit sooner. Well, the easy way we can do this is actually to disconnect the seed, because I think we have got ourselves properly wedged on here now. We're not going to go forward and back. Right. So with that, I wonder. And sometimes this will work. I've got to keep with me once I battle with this. And will it push it out a bit? I was hoping that might just pop that a little bit. There. You see what I've done here? Now, it's cheating. It would have broken the whole thing. But right now we'll go fully this way. Now, can we just? I know I should have went through a centre field. There we are. Oh well. If we get tram lines in the middle here, we know what it was. Yeah, so was that as me? Was that cheerio for now? Cheerio.